Hi, my name is Ariane Cerna. This is my Module 6 assignment for the week. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to get started with what a balanced diet is. So for a balanced diet, you should, roughly eat the same amount of calories a day that your body uses. So they always say a healthy body weight equals the amount of calories in minus the amount of calories out. So if you're trying to lose weight, you actually want to consume less calories than what you're burning. So you also want to eat, a lot of plant-based foods. So get a lot of vegetables, ligaments, whole grains, fruits, nuts, things like that. You want to limit your intake of fats, staying away from the saturated fats and the trans fats. And you also want to limit your intake of sugar, which ideally you should have less than 10 grams a day, and also limit your salt intake. So sodium can actually do a lot of bad things to the body. So just, you know, stay away from fatty foods, sweet foods, things like that. Have things in moderation. You shouldn't deprive yourself, but you should definitely have, the grains, which are whole grains, a limited amount of fat, small protein, and lots of fruits and vegetables. So that's what a balanced diet kind of looks like. For this week, I am actually keto, so my balanced diet is completely opposite of that. For part one, each day, for 4 consecutive days, I did write down an entry of my food intake, kind of just detailing my habits and what my flow looks like every day. So I actually started on a Tuesday. I typically wake up at 5 o'clock every morning to work out because I work 40 hours and go to school. So I typically eat breakfast around 7:20ish to 8 o'clock. So on Tuesday I drink a lot of water in the morning just because I do work out. So I had 8 ounces of water with my breakfast. I ate kind of like an omelet. I had scrambled eggs with a fourth cup of spinach, a half an avocado, and a sprinkling of cheese. My lunch was around 12 o'clock every day. I made kind of just like this mesh of ground turkey, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, and Alfredo sauce. So that was pretty good. Again, it's all fat and protein for me because I am keto. And then for my dinner, I actually just had an almond milk chocolate protein shake, and that was around 6:30. I did have quite a bit of snacks on Tuesday, so I had some wasabi almonds, some beef jerky, string cheese, and I drank a ton of water during that time. Um, so that was a pretty typical day for me. Wednesday, I wasn't feeling too well in the morning. I wasn't very hungry, so I actually ate beef jerky around 10:30. For my lunch, I had steamed broccoli, some chicken, a spinach salad, and cooked green beans. At dinner time, I ate, again, just a mesh of cooked cabbage, some bell peppers, ground turkey, green beans, and I ate that around 7 o'clock. And then I did have snacks. On Wednesday, I actually deviated from my keto and I had 2 bites of cheesecake, a small bag of white cheddar popcorn, and some wasabi almonds. Thursday, I drank an almond milk protein shake in the morning for my breakfast. I had cucumber turkey cheese, like little bites, for lunch with some pork rinds, and then dinner I ate a cheeseburger without the bun, obviously, and an avocado and some cauliflower rice. I didn't have any snacks on Thursday, which was good for me because I typically snack a lot. Friday, which was my fourth day, I had 2 hard-boiled eggs and a half an avocado For lunch, I had celery sticks with tuna on them. And then for my dinner, I had a grilled chicken Caesar salad. And I did snack, I had string cheese and pork rinds. So pretty much it is a typical day for me just because I am keto, so I do eat high fats and proteins all day long. I try to just limit everything else from my diet. So part two, I kind of just, at the end of each day, I analyzed my chart and I wrote a few sentences. So, Tuesday, again, I kind of just explained that being keto, I choose to eat high fats and protein with moderate carbohydrates, which makes eating a challenge for me, especially at work. I definitely get stressed out a lot at work, so on Tuesday, stress did make me snack a little bit more. So that was that. Wednesday, we actually had food cater into work, which is why I ate the cheesecake because there was a lot of snacks. So that was a hard day for me. Thursday, we had tons of snacks rolling in just because it's the holidays. So people bring us food all the time, goodies, things like that. I did not deviate from my keto diet on Thursday, which was good, but I didn't feel too well, so I didn't eat a lot. And then Friday, I actually woke up feeling really energized and really good. So I really tried to stick to my keto diet on Friday, and I actually ate a Caesar salad because of a podcast that I listened to that had a commercial for it. Part 3 of this assignment was to respond to the following questions. So I'll go over them briefly. So the first question is, which, if any, of your food choices were influenced by emotions? How many times did you eat because you were truly hungry? So I'm definitely 100% a snacker. So for all of my days, it is very hard for me to eat when I'm actually hungry. I kind of stress eat or emotionally eat. So the only time that I actually didn't do that was Friday and Thursday. Thursday I didn't feel good, so I just wasn't hungry, and I kind of had to force myself to eat. And then Friday I felt really good and didn't really need to snack for any reason, so I didn't that much. The second question is, how was social/family pressure a factor in your food decisions? So I am the only one who is keto at my work and at my house. Social and family pressure is really hard. At work, again, we get tons of food catered in. We have patients that give us goodies. We have agents that bring us bribe food. So it's pretty hard at work every day to not just snack on all the bad foods. And then for family pressure, my husband is actually trying to gain weight. He is not keto. So it's a day-to-day struggle with having good snacks in the house and things like that. Question number 3, which, if any, of your food choices were influenced by marketing strategies or food advertisements? I get a lot of my meals from a keto app, so a lot of that is from that. I also get a lot of food from Pinterest, so that's a lot of advertising on their part. It's easy for me to grab. I don't really know what else I would eat if I wasn't grabbing food from there, just because I'm pretty new to keto. Number 4 was, what was the biggest influence on what you ate? So again, because I am keto and I am trying to lose weight, my influence is just to stick to the diet, consume the amount of calories and fats I need to a day, and move on from there. Obviously the cheesecake was a big influence on me when it was brought in, so... Number 5, how often did you think of health and nutrition when making your food choices? What were some of your healthiest choices and what were some of your least healthiest choices? I think of nutrition a lot. Working at a geriatrics primary care office, we have patients coming in who have multiple diseases and just illnesses that are from poor diet throughout the years. So that really influences me. to want to live a healthy lifestyle. And I think I pretty much, I mean, I eat high fats and high protein, so my healthiest choices are always going to be the ones that I can incorporate greens in that don't have a lot of carbs, and then my least healthiest choices are definitely things like pork rinds, things like that. So, um, and then the last question, how do you think your food buying and consumption patterns help define who you are? Um, like environmental attitudes, food budget, family history. So because I'm on the keto diet, I'm typically if I wasn't, I would eat, you know, I consume a lot of chips. I like Mexican food, things like that, and that's part of my family history. But from what I've been eating this week, it really has nothing to do with my family history. My dad has a lot of health problems because he's overweight, so I do try to live a healthy lifestyle because of that. I think that typically my food patterns would say that I'm on a diet, definitely, some kind of diet, and that I obviously don't spend a lot on food because I just kind of want to eat to consume the calories and get it over with. Um, so that was part 3 of the assignment. Part 4 was a diary analysis, so I needed to calculate total number of calories consumed. So I actually have an app for it, a keto app. So Tuesday, I consumed 1,565 calories. My macronutrients were 234. My sugars were 12.1, and my saturated fats were about 3%. Wednesday, I didn't eat a lot. I consumed 729 calories. My macronutrients were 146.9. I consumed about 1% of fat and 22% of sugars. Thursday, I consumed 1,152 calories. My macronutrients were 199.4. Saturated fats were about 2%, and sugars were 5.2, which is less than 1%. Friday, I consumed about 1,380 calories. My macronutrients were 254.8. I didn't consume any saturated fats on Friday, and my sugars were 10.4 grams. So that was my assignment for this week. Being keto, I know I don't have a lot of switch up or deviation from anything. My normal diet would definitely go in waves of eating healthy from eating super bad. So it was kind of cool to see how stable I was on the keto diet and how it's affected my everyday life. So yeah, that's week 6. My name is Ariane Cerna, if I didn't say so, and that's it.